I'm in the village of Alamea in northern Ethiopia, hanging out with these sheep and these really cool shepherds. Why am I here? You'll find out on this episode of Your Blue Continent. In Ethiopia, like many African countries, food and livelihood security have been constant problems. Poor irrigation infrastructure, unchecked erosion, and a lack of diversity in crop variety have all contributed to perpetuate the situation. Since 1984, ORDA has been providing relief and leadership in northern Ethiopia. Serving more than 1.5 million people and employing thousands, their efforts have included sustainable development and agriculture, as well as improved livelihoods and community health. ORDA seemed like a perfect organization to visit to observe some sustainable development work in action. I emailed Deputy Director Dejene Minliku, and he agreed. But to meet with them, first I had to get myself up to Bahir Dar, along the shores of Lake Tana, source of the Blue Nile. Hello, 10-hour bus ride. At the ORDA head office, I would meet with Deputy Director Dejene, who had been with the nonprofit for 14 years. He described the organization's mission and what I would be seeing over the next 2 days. ORDA works in environment, climate change adaptation, and forestry, including watershed development, green energy, water access, disaster risk management, youth enterprise, and agriculture, including promoting sustainable pastoralism.
We provided them 898 rams, an improved variety. The sheep started providing 2 and triple at a time.
Wow.
More than 81,000 lambs. Price value is more than 81 million. You will be impressed.
First up were the communities of Alamea and Recha, 2 hours east of Bahir Dar, where ORDA and its partners had introduced a more vibrant breed of Ethiopian sheep to interbreed with traditional varieties and created community savings and dialogue groups to promote gender equality.
We are benefited from the project, but there are also other farmers that need support. Females' work burden is reduced, and males are supporting the females by reducing their work. Before the project intervention, there was a work burden on females. There was a gender imbalance. Being pregnant and carrying a child, we work 24 hours. They are supporting us, sharing our responsibility. If I'm baking injera, my husband will take care of the children. Thanks to God, we are living in a better condition. After this project intervention, 3 of my children are attending education. After this project intervention, the sheep ram's body mass was increased. I will try to purchase a meal.
The farmers of Recha were benefiting from ORDA's creation of a 1.5-kilometer irrigation ditch over the past year, bringing water, life, and prosperity while also helping to tame a sometimes wild and dangerous river.
When it becomes full of runoff, it will take persons to days. Every year, the stream takes more than 4 farmers from our village. I will improve my life standard, and I will start living in towns. I will utilize the money I save for starting capital for running retailing and other business.
After a few drinks with my team, the next morning I woke up in the city of Debre Tabor. A quick breakfast and we were on the road to meet the rural folk out at Argamer. At Argamer, ORDA was teaching new comprehensive cropping techniques, how farmers can grow onions and potatoes and others such as hops, cabbage, and Spanish apples alongside traditional crops and increase yields and profit. Other farmers were even making their own biogas. The farmers I talked to were proud of their tremendous results.
He implemented different technologies together in a small plot of land. He produced more than his household consumption, and he's selling. He constructed his house with corrugated iron. He has also 2 cows. He had no before. Our health is improved. We are not sick. They do have a plan to improve their life, not only through these technologies, and they will construct house in the town, and they will rent the town.
ORDA then took me to a gully which had been recovered through diversion and a strategic planting to control violent flooding which had worsened with climate change, affecting the food security of a whole watershed. Following this, we saw another area which had been reclaimed by the eroding forces of climate change, and finally a plot of land which had been made available for an organized group of landless farmers. Similar ORDA interventions dot the whole region.
The owners of this farm is organized users. They don't have any alternative.
So what did we learn in today's episode? We saw that it's possible to impact livelihoods by improving the breed of animal that you're raising. We saw that building irrigation systems can improve health and finances. We saw that introducing new crops and utilizing natural biogas can improve the quality of life and financial fortunes of people living in rural areas. We saw that redirecting harmful runoff can spur growth, controlling erosion can restore watersheds, and that giving landless farmers a chance to grow can improve their standing in life. We'd really like to thank ORDA for their work and for allowing us to cover it on our series. If you're interested in their work or would like to make a donation, please visit their website at ordaethiopia.org. Or, if you'd like to contribute your skills or knowledge, they're looking for help from a bioforestry specialist or someone with experience in developing value chains and entrepreneurial skill development. We'd also like to thank our sponsors at the Hawaiian Legacy Reforestation Initiative, www.legacytrees.org. We'd also like to thank Ethiopian jazz legend Mulatu Astatke and the Ethiopics music series for allowing us to use their music. You can check it out at buddhamusic.com. Proceeds from each episode of this series go to support the organization we cover. This week it's ORDA, so please subscribe to our channel and share widely. We're also launching a GoFundMe campaign to support the continuation and extension of this series. You can click the link at the bottom or look for Blue Continent Alliance on the GoFundMe page. We'll see you next time when we'll be with the Relief Society of Tigray in Northern Ethiopia. Until then, peace.
You see the dog?
The dog.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Very strong dog. Oh, shit. What kind of snake was that?